Hey guys, so we are actually getting ready for our Colorado and Utah road trip that we're taking in 2 weeks' time. And we purchased a couple of things and we thought, why not show you guys what we bring on our road trips since we travel a lot. We've been on the road for almost 2 years as travel nurses and we've learned a lot of things in that time.
So grab some popcorn, grab your favorite drink, and stay tuned because we're going to show you all the things that we've learned, good and bad, while traveling on the road for the past 2 years.
So coming from Texas, where it literally never snows, we had no idea that even in the early summer months, it could snow here in the Midwest and other parts of the country. So it's really important to have a snow brush and an ice scraper for those days that it snows on your road trip. Let's get this off. And if you're creative, this can be used for other things. So on those days and those long road trips where you spill everything all over the car, it's really important to have hand wipes or napkins. Every time we go to like a fast food place, we take all the napkins and store them in our glove box for instances like this. And there's a ticket in the middle of them. So yeah, either way, if you don't have moist wipes, which I think are the best, napkins are a second best. You can just get it wet with water and clean up the messes that you have.
So one of the things that we've learned while traveling on the road, especially for doing national parks and state parks, for national parks, a lot of them cost money, about $20 to $30 per entrance fee. But what we found to do is there's actually an annual pass that you can get for about $80 a year. And if you go to at least 2 to 3 national parks a year, you're going to get your money's worth. And what this little thing is, it's a little badge. You kind of hang it on your car and it gives you access for a whole year for any national park in the United States. And there are different rates available for military discounts, elderly discounts, and disability discounts. In addition to for national parks, there's also state parks. And most of the state parks that we've been to so far, they go by the honor system, meaning that you want to have cash on hand because they don't really have credit cards or debit cards. It's just you put your cash into a little cash dispenser, and then you take your pass out, and that's kind of how that works for the state parks.
Oh, hey guys. So this is a necessity for me, maybe not so much Sam, but I always keep this neck pillow with us. I actually bought it for our honeymoon on one of the flights, and ever since I brought it to every road trip.
Has that even been washed?
I literally only use it for road trips, so it's not like it's that dirty. It doesn't smell. Anyway, so yeah, I always use this for our road trips. Also, it's really important to have a blanket with you just in case you were to get stuck on the side of the road and can't be rescued and it's like the middle of the night. You have something to keep you warm and take a rest in case you need it. Also, it can double as like a picnic blanket if you want to go out and have a picnic, lay it out, have a good day. So keep a blanket that you don't mind getting messed up.
Another thing that we've learned while traveling on the road is protection for ourselves. And we have protection for ourselves in our vehicle via dash cam. And dash cams allow you to kind of record whatever footage that happens. For instance, if you get in a wreck or something happens, you have footage and proof of what happened. You don't want to be in the scenario if you get in a wreck and it's he said, she said. It's just peace of mind really is what the dash cam is. And what I got is just a generic like $50, $60 dash cam on Amazon, and it records at nighttime, and it uses this micro SD, so it takes up a lot of footage, and it's really easy to have, and you just suction cup it to your windshield, and you don't have to worry about it. And I just leave mine plugged into my cigarette lighter, and I just don't worry about it. I know when I'm on the road, if anything happens, I do have peace of mind that I'm going to be covered via dash cam.
Well, our little shovel here has saved our booties. Pretty recently, actually. So it's really important to have a shovel in your car. Like most recently, we went up to the mountain, we got stuck in the snow, and this was a necessity for us to get out of the snow, as well as someone else helped us as well. But without this, we probably wouldn't have gotten out. This is really helpful if you're going in the mountains or in the deserts where you feel like, or even on beaches, you may get stuck. So very important necessity to dig yourself out of a rut.
Another peace of mind that's easy to keep in your truck or your vehicle, and that'll kind of keep you safe while on the road if you're traveling for extended periods of time, is Fix-A-Flat. You can either do Fix-A-Flat or slime. I ended up just purchasing this full emergency kit that has an air pump and the slime. It kind of works like Fix-A-Flat, but you just kind of squeeze it in your tire. And what it is, if you ever have a flat tire, you're not relying on someone. You don't have to pull your spare out and change your tire. You simply hook it up, spray this stuff in your tire, inflate it to the desired pressure that you need, and you should be good until you can go to a proper store like a Discount Tire or any other place to replace your tire, where they can patch it up for you properly. There's different forms of this. You can do the Fix-A-Flat, which is the spray. This is the slime, which I use. It has a little beads, silicone beads in it that helps patch up the tire. Or you can actually do spare patches and plugs that you can actually do it yourself. This is pretty easy. It even tells you on the package it'll get you back on road within 15 minutes. So this is good for us because we do a lot of dirt roads, and I'm actually about to upgrade my tires to some better tires because in the last dirt road trip we had, it was pretty fun sliding all over the road. So it's time for me to upgrade my tires, but until then, it's always good to have some type of emergency roadside kit for your tires in your truck or your vehicle at all times.
So one thing you absolutely need while on your road trip is either a map or some kind of GPS system. Luckily, we have one connected to our car where we just hook up our phone and we can do it that way. But before we had this car, we actually used a Garmin pretty often when we went on road trips. And if you're older, I know a lot of the younger generation always uses electronics, but if you're older and you prefer a map, then you can go that way as well.
And the older physical maps, the one that's traditional, those will actually last you. Say when you get situations in like East Colorado, Utah, parts of that doesn't have cell phone service, then you also have a physical map so you can kind of figure your way out from there.
Yeah, we may need to buy a map. We're not too good at reading maps anyway, so it may be no help to us, but that's something that we might want to think about before we do our Utah road trip.
And it's super easy. Like she said, it plugs into your phone, so as soon as you plug our phone in, it brings you onto your map, and you can just kind of search your destination up here. So
also, it's really important to have your car charger. Luckily, ours hooks up to the GPS, so it's kind of a 2-in-1 deal. But if you're using a map or a Garmin, it's important to have a car charger for your phone. Like he said, in case you're in a rural area and you need your phone for any reason, you have that charged.
And something that I just learned about, which is pretty neat that I didn't know that they offered, was actually portable batteries. So for some reason you leave your cargo lights on or your battery just dies and you're out in the middle of nowhere, like Colorado, Utah, places that we've been traveling around. It's always good to have a personal jump starter in your vehicle. That way you're not relying on the mercy of other people stopping and helping to give you a jump. So this one is pretty expensive. It's about 70 bucks on Amazon. But what it does is it holds its own charge. If for some reason my battery ever does die on the road, I simply hook it up like I'm gonna jump start it myself. The battery will jump start, and I actually would jump start up to like, I think like 6.2 liter gas engine and then like a 5.7 liter diesel engine. I'm not sure, but this exact brand it's on Amazon. You can find it and it's pretty neat. Let's see if it'll actually tell me how much it'll go up to. So it puts out a good amount of voltage, and it literally goes into like -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. You simply store in your vehicle, and if you ever need it, you have it available for you. So if your battery dies and you're out in the middle of nowhere, this will cover your butt.
It's really important to have a water bottle, a reusable water bottle while on the road so you don't pollute the earth. We always have one in our car, whether it be empty or full. Either way, we like to keep one just in here. We always keep at least one water bottle in our vehicle at all times, so we have it in case of emergencies, or if we forget our water bottle one day and we need to go out and have one, like we're going on a hike or something. So always important to have that.
And Colorado is really cool, but it's like one of the states that I don't know if a lot of them do this, but Colorado has like a lot of like kind of like water fountain things, but it's like you put your water bottle up to this little thing and you can just fill it up with water. And a lot of the places that we've been to, even some of the more rural areas have them at like the bathrooms and stuff. It's not like a traditional like water fountain, but it's like a thing where you put like a bottle and it'll put some fresh filtered water for you. So it's pretty neat.
Another thing we always have on the road with us is a cooler. We have this soft case cooler. You can also bring a hard case cooler, but the soft one's a lot better for our lifestyle because we're always moving and on the road. We like to keep this packed for longer journeys. Like we bring sandwiches, snacks, all that kinds of stuff in it. And then when we go hiking, we bring our smaller lunch kit with our daily stuff in it. So this we kind of use like for the week. Our smaller one we use during hiking or during the day on our adventures. We also like to keep a first aid kit on hand in our car. This kind of doubles as our first aid kit and toiletry holder, so we always have it whenever we're changing assignments or on longer road trips. We keep medicine, our toiletries, literally anything you can think of in here that you may need while on the road, or in case you forget, you know, the things that you keep in your suitcase. You always have an extra set.
Man, where did I put those freaking keys in my freaking earphones? What the heck? Oh, hey, what's up? So another essential thing that we always like to keep in the vehicle, whether you're in the rural area or a city, it's always great to have a good, reliable flashlight. This is a pretty cheap one we got on Amazon. As you can tell, we do a lot of our shopping, pretty much Amazon, because we're lazy, we don't like to drive anywhere, so. We're driving so much on the road anyways, when we're in our little destination for working, we like to just order everything and get it delivered. But flashlight is, I would add it to essential equipment and tools you need to have in your vehicle at all times. So you got a flashlight, you got your jump starter for your battery, and you got your roadside emergency kit for your tires. And with all the things that we've talked about in this video, you should be set to go for any travel around the United States and beyond.